Hi, welcome on to ArsenalFanTV. Time to preview the game. Liverpool versus Arsenal. I've got Mr. DT in the building as well. And you know what I call this game? I call it the Bipolar Derby. Yeah, because you've got two teams, right, that on their day, they can destroy anybody. But then on another day, as we've seen with Liverpool the other day with Leicester, they can get destroyed. As you've seen with Arsenal, with various teams like Watford, for instance, we can get destroyed. So it really depends which team turns up for these games, whether it's the proper Arsenal or the bipolar Arsenal that can lose to these sort of teams. And also, you know, there's been some great games over the years at Anfield. Last year, was it 3-3 draw? The year before that, 2-2 draw. It's normally a really entertaining game, and I am really looking forward to it. But it's a massive game for both teams. Both teams now trying to get into the, let's face it, top four, right? And Liverpool, that defeat that they had the other day, they're now like what, just a point behind us, but we've got a game in hand over them. Yeah. Man United breathing down their neck as well. Man United only a point, you know, below them, with a game in hand. So it's massive for them, and also obviously massive for us because we just need a positive performance from the team. Yeah. What are you thinking about the game?
I don't know. Again, it's what Arsenal turns up, isn't it? I honestly don't know. This season, they've just kicked me. I'm so down at the moment with everything. It's just so hard to pick yourself up for games, even big games like this at the moment.
But it's a game that if we won, that is the sort of game that would be a bit of a pick-me-up to the fans at least, isn't it? Because like, let's have it right. It's what we've been criticised for, is that we don't go to any of the big six teams and win. Yeah. And they don't seem to lose to any of the big six.
No, exactly. That's kind of why I'm not really up for it, in the sense of like I'm jumping for joy and I'm like, yes, massive game. And it's because I'm just like, oh, no, not again. We're going to get slapped, aren't we? You know, if we win, you know, Arsenal will probably sign a 2-year contract.
Is that your fear then?
Listen, no, look, past results, man. Past results. I only have to look at the way we went to Man City this season. We might have got a draw at Man United, but we were shocking. I look at all these big games and I just think, we've already lost to Liverpool once this season.
Although, as we all know, that
it was.
We were very unprepared for that game, and that we didn't have the players ready for that game. We hadn't bought in players yet, but it still ended up 4-3. Now this is an opportunity for Arsene Wenger if he needs to show us something in this game. I mean, these are the games where we've been going to and not performing, and the pressure will again intensify if we don't win this game.
Of course it will, massively. You know, by the weekend, we could be sick. I'm signing out of Twitter.
You're just not feeling. You're not looking forward to this at all, are you?
No. Do you know what, Robbie? This is what happens after so many bad results. It's just kind of. I've said it so many times this season. My head and my heart say two different things, and it's, you know. My heart says, yes, maybe this is the one. This is the turning point. This is that part of the season, because we do kind of pick up at this time of the season where we just kind of, we get slapped in the first leg of the Champions League, last 16, and then we go on a run. And then Arsenal signs a new contract and everyone thinks that next year will be ours. You know, so part of me thinks, will this be the start of that run? But my head says, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Don't get, you know, so worked up to be kicked in the balls and knocked back down again. That's why it's hard at the moment, Robbie. And I hate that feeling. I hate it, but I feel that I'm justified in feeling like that. And there's a lot of Arsenal fans out there that will also be feeling the same.
They've only won one game in 2017, Liverpool. That game, however, was against Tottenham at home, where they were brilliant. Yeah. And they destroyed Tottenham. And
they got a draw at home to Chelsea as well.
Yeah. But I'm on about in 2017, right? Right. Now, do you think we can go out there and get anything out of the game? We haven't, last couple of seasons, I mean, I know everybody remembers the 5-1 when we went up there and got smashed by them. Yeah. But since then, I mean, last season, we should have won that game.
Yeah.
They scored in the last minute. The previous season, we should have won the game as well.
Yeah,
So
that was a last-minute equaliser as well.
Yeah,
when
so
Saka ducked.
yeah, so we they can go up there knowing that there is a possibility they can get a result, because I think the area where we got to attack Liverpool is their defence. Their defence is one of the worst defences in the Premier League. It's
massively.
shocking. We've really got to attack that, haven't we?
Yeah, massively. I think if we attack their defence, then we've got every chance in the world to beat them. But at the same time, you say that, our defence ain't that great either.
That's true.
So, yeah, it's just...
Right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you the team that I'd like to see play. I'm not asking for your team. I know on your video, on your channel, that is subscribed to his channel, by the way, Mr. DT.
Yeah.
Right. So I know you, in your preview, you've given your team. I'm gonna give you my team, what I'd like to see play. Czech in goal. I know he's not been feeling Czech recently, but for me, return Czech back into goal. I still think Czech is a quality goalkeeper. He has had he has been slightly off form for some periods of this season, not all, but I'd still have him in goal. Bellerin, right back, Mustafi. I'm hoping that Koscielny will be fit. I'd go with Monreal. I'm sorry, Gibbs was appalling against Bayern Munich, and I don't know. I think defensively, Monreal's a bit stronger than Gibbs.
Who Liverpool got going down that right-hand side?
Going down that right, is it Mane?
And he put Monreal there.
Yeah, but did you see Gibbs when he was up against?
Yeah, have you seen Monreal against anyone with pace?
But I actually think he's a better defender than
Not
Gibbs.
against pace though.
Well, Gibbs wasn't great up against pace either. I mean,
do you know what I think?
Listen, either or, really, to be honest.
I think the key would be what's in front of them.
Yeah. Well, in front of them, for me, Monreal, in front of him has to be Danny Welbeck. If Danny Welbeck does not play in this game, to me, I don't know what's going on. There is something completely wrong. He's now had a long enough rest. Throw him in. If he gets injured, then you can bring on guys like Iwobi and that. But for me, I was thinking if Danny Welbeck is not fit, then it should be Lucas Perez. For me, one of those two, have Iwobi on the bench. But either Welbeck or Perez, if they're both fit, I would start with Danny Welbeck. Theo Walcott on the right.
Would you not start with both?
You could start with both as well, but I'd probably put Theo Walcott in there. He's got a decent record against Liverpool and he scores goals. So I'd have Theo on the right-hand side, and then I'd have Granit Xhaka and Oxlade-Chamberlain in there. Just about Ozil keeps his place. But I'm even still worried about him playing in this game because he's been so badly off form that, it's a sort of game where they're going to be pressing.
Yeah.
And is he going to be able to deal with the way he's been playing recently? But he's had a couple of weeks rest.
Again.
So, Ozil in there and Alexis Sanchez down the middle. That would be my team. We've got to go dynamic. We've got to go with a team that's going to press. That's why Welbeck has to start again, because if you look at what Leicester did, they pressed Liverpool high up the pitch and they got lots of joy in it. Their defence is poor.
Massively.
Got to put that defence under pressure. If we do, guys like Alexis Sanchez can get joy in the game. If we don't and we sit off too much, they can destroy us as well.
If we don't score a goal against Liverpool, we need shooting.
Well, Spurs didn't score a goal against them,
This is where they
but
beat
that
us
was part of
1-0.
what with Spurs is that I thought they didn't press Liverpool up high enough. I think that is what we got to do. That is the key. We've got to be brave in this game. And I want to see a performance from Arsenal. We've not seen a performance for weeks for Arsenal. We need to see that this weekend.
Have you seen a statistic? Because I can guarantee a win at Liverpool. Do you know how?
How?
Swansea, sack their manager. Next game, beat Liverpool. Hull, sack their manager. Next game, beat Liverpool. Leicester, sack their manager. Next game, beat Liverpool. You know what to do, Arsenal. Sack Arsenal and we're going to win at Anfield. Job done.
Unfortunately, that ain't going to happen, right? So forget that. That's not the way we're going to get the win.
Well,
we're going to have to go up there. We're going to have to be brave. We're going to have to be brave in our performance. We're going to have to play with some confidence. if we did get a win, maybe that could be something that could give all the fans a lift. There are fans that, you know, how you're talking, there's a lot of fans like it around at the moment that they are feeling really down. It's time now for these players to turn up for one of these big games away from home and give our fans something to shout about.
Yeah,
and that's what I really want to see from them this week. What do you guys think? I want you to leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Are you feeling down like DT? Give me a hug, man.
No, I'm not giving you a hug, man. Don't give me a hug.
You know what I mean? I'm feeling, you know.
Listen, you can imagine the
You
comment
make me start crying, man.
Imagine the comment section. Jesus. What I will say, we've had a 12-day break. I do not want to hear the words mentally jaded if we lose. There's no excuse. We've had 12 days. Ozil's been on another extended holiday. Them players should be fresh. They should be ready. They should be fired up. And they owe it to themselves as much as the fans and everyone else. Go out there and put the performance in. Otherwise, there's going to be another rant from me.
Heard it.